Welcome back to another episode of Home Sweet Home Cooking. I'm your host, Rocky, in my mother's kitchen, as always. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Where did this recipe come from, Mom? Who's Bernice Hartwig?
She worked in packing at Simpson's.
In Lac Flambeau, Wisconsin.
Right.
So, this is an old recipe that she has made hundreds of times, I'm sure, for the salad bar at Big Musky Supper Club.
Oh, yeah.
In Springstead, Wisconsin, where I grew up. Big Musky's is no longer there. Too bad. I miss it.
It burned down.
It burned down. So, it is called, well, we call it copper pennies.
That's what it is.
It's but it just has carrot salad written on here. So
I know.
So, it calls for 8 cups. 8 cups of carrots. I took the carrots I had at home, sliced mine. She sliced hers. They're about quarter inch thick. Hers look like a little bit thicker than mine. That's gonna go in a big pot. That's 8 cups of carrots.
Peppers.
That's 2 peppers, 2 green peppers whole. Now you don't have to chop them and put them on water. It's just because we chop these a day or two in advance, and we don't want it to
3
go bad.
stalks of celery.
3 stalks of celery. So we're going to add a little more water to this, and we're going to boil it. Oh, and 1 chunked, diced, chopped, large onion. If it's too strong, use less. If you got really strong onions, if you're using sweet onions, this is what we had, so this is what we're using. It's just, I believe, a yellow onion. So it shouldn't be too strong. We're going to have to add a little more water to this, get it to a boil, and you boil it. It doesn't say how long, you're just going to boil
Until the carrots are tender.
And while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and mix the sauce.
Now, this is a great summer salad to take because there's no mayo in it.
Yep. And that's why we're doing summer salads. We're doing these salads that are served cold. So it's not going to, go for a side, for like a picnic side, for hamburger or hot dog. You want a nice cold salad if it's hot outside. So, sauce is, we're going to do this in a blender. It calls for, I always forget to get my spatula out, do 1 small can of tomato soup. Yes, tomato soup is going to be the base of the sauce. Sounds weird, doesn't it?
But it's good.
Get 1 can of the condensed soup. We're not going to add water to it, just the soup. To that, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire, 1 tablespoon of, nope, no tablespoon of that, where am I at? 1 teaspoon of pepper. I've got fresh cracked black pepper. 1 teaspoon of salt. It's going to be 1/3 cup of oil. And 1/3 cup of vinegar, just white still vinegar, nothing fancy. There's enough flavor in there from the other ingredients. I'm going to take this for a spin in the blender. That's it. I'm going to leave it in the blender. I'm going to put it in the fridge until the carrots need to boil down and drain. You want to get as much liquid off them as you can, otherwise it's going to make your sauce soupy in the end. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. Oops.
He doesn't love me.
I love my mom. Sorry, Mom. And put this in the fridge so it stays cold. And I'm going to leave it in the blender container in the jar. So when just before we put it on the carrots, I'll give it 1 more blend, make sure everything is still mixed. But that's it. Now it's time to wait for the boil.
I've made it here a couple of times, well, several actually.
In Alabama, since she's moved here.
The pastor's wife will take a gallon at a time and eat it. And there was one of the men that just loved it, so I used to make him a gallon at a time.
I like this. It tastes good. It's different. It's a different salad.
Yes.
So that's what I like about it. It's not your common macaroni potato salad.
They're
vegetable
mayonnaise
salad.
stuff.
Yeah, it's different. So we're gonna get these boiled, get them drained, and we'll come back, mix it, and it's supposed to marinate in the fridge for 24 hours before you eat it, but we're going to get a taste test right away because we don't have time to do that and wait. But it will be delicious, so I'll be back in a few moments. Alright, it has been a couple hours. The carrots and the rest of the veggies are drained. They've actually sat and they're cooled off, but they're plenty dry, nothing coming off the bottom. We've got a 1 gallon glass jar that we're going to put ours in. You can use any Tupperware that's not going to leak because you're going to have to flip it upside down. So we're just going to use a glass jar with a nice screw-on lid. Use a plastic jar, glass, whatever. And the fun part is just getting it in there, I guess.
That looks like fun. Well, I've done it lots of times, haven't I?
Yeah. I'm getting carrots everywhere. Just the carrots though, they roll. Do you put the sauce on in stages or just all at once on top?
Just all at once.
Okay. I was thinking, but she doesn't have one, a roll-up cutting board would be ideal. You could pour it out on the cutting board and just kind of fold it. And it would go in pretty easy, I think. So I know what next item I'm gonna get for my cooking implements here.
Do you have one at home?
Yes. I use it at home. Don't use it as a cutting board very much. I actually use it just like that for picking stuff up and folding it to get it into narrower mouthed vessels. Alright, so carrots in the jar. I'm going to give this a little zhuzh. Just to make sure there's nothing separated. I'm going to pour this on top. Put it on the cover.
And make sure it don't leak.
Make sure it don't leak. Make sure the sauce covers it all. And now we're going to put it in the fridge overnight. A couple times, probably yet tonight, she'll flip it over at least once, and then you just keep flipping it over, make sure the sauce gets mixed in so it stays on there. And I'm not going to do a taste test today.
Okay.
We're going to leave it here. I've got to come over and replace the water heater tomorrow anyway. So we'll do a taste test tomorrow after it sits for 20 hours. So
that's when it'll start getting really good.
Yep. So I'm going to come back and get a taste when it's supposed to be tasted because that's the way I want it. So I'll see you in a few seconds, but for me it'll be tomorrow.
Now you have to come back.
Alright, it is the next day. As you can see, I'm in a different shirt and I'm sweaty because we just got done putting in the water heater. My friend Trent showed up to help, so he's going to get a taste of this. You all seen Trent on other videos, so make sure you get a little bit of carrot and get a piece of pepper in there too. Come on, get some pepper, get a piece of celery.
Get it all, boy, get it all.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
It's, yeah, very different.
Not bad at all, but interesting.
That's the old stuff.
Yep. It is different.
Yeah.
You're not going to find other cold salads like this. So if you get people that are bored with the potato salads and the macaroni salads,
Real good substitute for that.
yeah. Now,
You can take that to picnics and not worry about the mayonnaise in it.
yeah, no mayo. So it's simple. I think we can let the carrots cook a little longer. What do you think?
I thought they were perfectly fine, actually.
I like them a little crunchy, but
Okay.
and I don't like
They're not crunchy. They're just firm. I like it. I give this one a thumbs up. Have given this a thumbs up for years. I've always enjoyed this. And now we've got plenty, so I'll be taking some home, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yes. Now Trent tried last week's dill pickle pasta salad. What'd you think?
Well, I ate all of it that was at Rocky's house, so.
We fed him some last night with hamburgers and chips. I woke up this morning and said, I got up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and finished off the rest that was in the fridge. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
So he liked it. So that'll be linked at the end of the video somewhere, probably down here. Watch that video. Another great salad, and hopefully we'll get Trent in front of the camera. He's just grubby from helping with
My grubby
hot water heater. So yeah. Thank you for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you didn't. I don't care. Just give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment if you've got other recipes like this you want to share with us. You'd like to see us try. cold summer salads is what we're doing right now because it's going into summertime. And make sure you share these with your friends who do a lot of picnics and a lot of camping and things like that, because this would be great for them. So stay tuned for another video, and we love having you join our family in front of the camera, whichever you are, in front of the screen.
Come again.
Bye, folks.